Maggie.
I'm Alex.
And we are the Blast Couple. Today we've got for you the Nerf ZombieStrike Sledge Fire. Now, ZombieStrike is a pretty cool range. Yeah, it's meant to hit as well. Seriously? It's not just a gun. ZombieStrike is a really cool range. Usually you'd find it in green and orange, but this one's in blue and orange. That's just how it came. Maybe it's just this gun that's a bit special. So
it does make it look cool.
It does look really cool. You can tell it's got a cool look. In terms of the basics, I'm sorry I just hit you in the hand, but that's just how abusive I am.
This is just the danger of being a YouTubing couple.
Indeed. So goes for about £26. Age range as usual with Nerf 8+. Reaches about 15 meters or 50 feet. So, I mean, that's the official given range. We'll tell you a bit later how it actually does.
How we got on with our own tests.
Yes. You can find this at any store. So pop over to your neighborhood Tesco and you'll find it.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Alex, take us through the aesthetic.
Certainly will. So as we were saying before, it's a really cool looking gun. It captures this is the whole sort of theme behind the ZombieStrike thing, is kind of almost like you made it yourself.
Yeah.
With, you know, the wrap stock looking a bit weird and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's a zombie apocalypse gun.
Yeah,
it's the kind of gun you'd find in a zombie apocalypse. So they know how to design their guns.
Yeah.
As for attachments, we have one rail on the top for a skull. You can get the attachments to hold more bullets, but for this gun it wouldn't be fantastic because it does use these shells to hold and fire 3 darts at once. Very sorry for covering up your face.
It's alright, you know, you just don't want people to see my face. I get it.
I don't want anyone stealing you from me. No. So comfort wise, it's a really comfy gun to hold. It fits nicely in the sort of cradle of your hand. It goes nicely against your shoulder if that's your thing. Brilliant. You can look down it really well. It's brilliant. It's comfortable to just hold, really.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, it's a good gun.
So,
in terms of
loading.
Yeah.
To load it. Cool. Yeah, it is really cool. Once again, going with the sort of model of the ZombieStrike. They all load similar ways. Yeah. Most of them have this. So when you have to pull back the hammer, look at that. It's like a double-barreled shotgun.
It's really cool in that sense, honestly. So you take one of your shells, you put it in there, and you snap it back up. And then you shoot your one true love in the arm. Come on, that wasn't that bad. No. That was the pin. 2. That's pathetic. Considering it fires 3 darts at once. Have you seen the size of that barrel? Yeah. That's hefty. You'd think that would do some damage. Yeah. It seems to, basically this gun seems to be diminished by the fact that it's got 3 bullets, which is kind of sad. We think that it also might be because you can see that there's a bit of a crosshairs to shoot the bullets out, so the mechanism isn't touching the bullets directly. That might affect it, and that reflected in our range test where it didn't even reach 5 meters. It was pathetic. Considering the sort of average range that they gave was what, 15 meters? Yeah. And this can barely make 5, and I do mean barely. And this was indoors. Yeah. So there wasn't any wind, weather, nothing. It was literally you shot it. Just dropped. Just straight down. So for that, it's a bit pathetic. It's got a bit of spread on it, as you'd imagine. Fires 3 darts at once. So that renders the sight pretty much useless. Yeah. Unless you wanted to look down there, and it's going to hit everywhere apart from where you're aiming. Yeah. So if you don't want to hit someone, get a sight for this, and you won't hit them. So if you don't want to hit your fiance, aim slightly to the left, right, or up, and it'll take them out straight away. But this bit is quite cool. Yeah. When you go to reload, you pull this down. How do you get the shell out, I wonder? Bam! Just pops out. It's really good. I don't know why I love that so much. Yeah, I mean, this gun really, it almost seems like because of the range and the pain and all of that, it seems like more of a gun for show rather than for any big fighting. Yeah, I mean, one cool thing is where it has the shells, they don't fall out. Yeah, so you can have it on your back. Give that a good. Yeah, don't do too much.
Yeah, they don't fall out. They're quite solidly stuck in there. So I mean, you can run around with this, and these aren't going to go flying.
No.
So.
In terms of reliability, nothing much that can go wrong because sometimes in other Nerf guns you could get the individual bullets stuck to the inside mechanism. Here, because they're in a shell, you can't really go wrong with it.
So it obviously uses these 3 here.
Yeah.
To fire them. Even these are really weak.
Yeah, actually, that's probably why it's weak.
Spring on them is really weak. So you could probably modify it if you took it apart.
Yeah,
you put some stronger springs in there, it'd give it a better kick.
Yeah, so one to mod, but otherwise, pretty cool gun.
So for the enjoyment and the cool factor, this is a really cool looking gun. It's fantastic for the enjoyment of it. It doesn't do what it's supposed to. Yeah. It kind of does, but not very well. I'd say it's enjoyable and it's really cool, but value for money wise, when this goes for 25 to 30 quid,
you can get a much better gun.
Yeah, it looks really cool, but that's where it ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can get, for 30 quid, you can get some really, really good Nerf guns, like quite sort of mid-top range.
Yeah, you can get much bigger, much better aim, better accuracy, better range, just everything can be better. This is literally a gun for show, and we're not dissing it. We still love the gun.
Oh no, it looks fantastic.
This is literally the one that Alex carries around the house all the time with him.
I love it.
So we're not saying that it's a bad gun. We're just saying that in terms of if you want to get into a Nerf battle and you want to make sure that you hit people and you want to make your friends hurt, because apparently that's what fiancés do on this channel.
Love you.
Except this wasn't a very strong gun, so that's a moot point.
I mean, the only thing I can see it is effectually it's a shotgun.
Yeah.
So get quite close.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not good.
No.
Sustained Nerf battles. That's the phrase we should use.
Yeah. So basically, it would be another last resort.
Mm.
So you have it in your back. If you get cornered, this can be a good thing to use. But other than that, in terms of sustained long battles, is that what we're saying now?
Sustained Nerf battles.
Sustained Nerf battles. In terms of sustained Nerf battles, it's just not very helpful. And I do say a lot, don't I?
You do?
I'm sorry, everyone. I'll try and work on that.
Doesn't matter. It makes you seem cute.
So in terms of recommendation from us, if you want a cool gun to show off to your friends, get it. If you want a gun to
fight with,
you
could do better.
You could do better.
I mean, if you see it on offer, maybe buy it.
Yeah.
Because it is really cool. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And the shells are really cool.
Yeah, everybody will be a little jealous when you have it.
Yeah.
You just don't have to tell them that it's not very far.
Shoot them really close, like that.
And even then,
no distance between the flesh. Yeah, it's
really not. You probably stop the bullets inside the barrel, but I digress.
This is what we do, people. This is our burden. It's just
a shame because it's such a cool looking gun. It has a really good reload mechanism, and we just wish it could just work just that little better.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment, but it's still really cool.
It's still very cool. So I think that's how we end this.
That's good.
I've been Maggie.
I've been Alex.
And we have been the Blaster Couple.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Okay.